The Legend of the Christmas Rose. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the hills of Italy, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Rosa. Rosa loved flowers more than anything in the world. She would spend hours in her little garden, planting seeds and taking care of the beautiful blooms that would brighten up her village. Rosa's garden was her pride and joy, filled with colorful flowers that danced in the breeze and brought smiles to everyone who passed by. Rosa had a special wish that she kept close to her heart. Every Christmas, she wished to give a special gift to the baby Jesus in the manger. But Rosa's family was very poor, and she could not afford to buy a present. This made her very sad every year, especially as she saw others bringing their wonderful gifts to the church. Rosa's mother would comfort her and say, "The best gifts come from the heart, my dear. One day, you will find something truly special to give." One cold winter night, as Christmas Eve approached, Rosa walked through the snowy woods, feeling the chill in her little hands. She wore a red cloak to keep herself warm. Snowflakes fell gently from the sky, covering the ground like a white blanket. Rosa felt sad because she didn't have a gift to give, but she still wanted to visit the manger in the village church and see baby Jesus. The church was beautifully decorated, and the whole village was buzzing with excitement for the Christmas celebration. As Rosa walked, she thought about all the beautiful gifts people would bring to the church. She imagined the gold, silver, and other precious things that would be laid before the manger. Rosa's heart ached because she had nothing to give. She prayed quietly, asking for a miracle so she could find something special for baby Jesus. Suddenly, in the middle of the forest, Rosa saw a bright light. Curious and a little scared, she slowly walked towards the light. As she got closer, she saw the most beautiful flower she had ever seen. It was a white rose, shining like a star in the dark night. Rosa couldn't believe her eyes. How could a flower bloom in the middle of the snowy forest? Rosa carefully picked the rose, feeling its soft petals with her cold fingers. She knew this would be the perfect gift for baby Jesus. She felt happy and warm inside, knowing that she now had something special to offer. She rushed back to the village, holding the magical rose close to her heart. The snow crunched under her feet and her breath made little puffs in the cold air. When she arrived at the church, everyone was gathered around the manger. They had brought many gifts: gold, silver, and other precious things. Rosa felt a bit shy and worried that her little flower would not be good enough. But she bravely walked to the front, holding out the white rose. The villagers looked at her with curiosity, wondering what she was carrying. As Rosa placed the rose in the manger, something amazing happened. The flower began to glow even brighter, lighting up the whole church. Everyone gasped in awe. The priest smiled warmly at Rosa and said, "This is the most beautiful gift of all. It comes from your heart, and that makes it very special." The villagers watched in wonder as the glow from the rose spread, filling their hearts with warmth and joy. Rosa felt very happy and proud. She had given a gift that was truly magical and full of love. The white rose became known as the Christmas rose, a symbol of love and kindness. From that Christmas on, every winter, beautiful white roses would bloom in Rosa's garden, even in the snow. The villagers believed it was a miracle, and they would gather at Rosa's house to see the lovely flowers and remember the story of the Christmas rose. Rosa's garden became a place of beauty and wonder, where people would come to feel the magic of Christmas. Rosa continued to tend to her garden with love and care. Each year, as the white roses bloomed, she would share them with the villagers, spreading joy and happiness. The children loved to listen to the story of how the Christmas rose came to be, and they would gather around Rosa as she told them about the night she found the glowing flower in the forest. One Christmas Eve, many years later, a terrible storm hit the village. The wind howled, and the snow fell so heavily that it was hard to see anything. The villagers were worried and stayed inside their homes, hoping the storm would pass quickly. Rosa, now much older, looked out at her garden, worried about her precious flowers. In the midst of the storm, a small knock was heard at Rosa's door. She opened it to find a young girl, shivering and lost. The girl had been separated from her family and didn't know where to go. Rosa quickly brought her inside, giving her a warm blanket and some hot soup. The young girl's name was Maria, and she was very frightened. Rosa comforted Maria and told her the story of the Christmas rose. As she spoke, the storm outside began to calm. Maria listened with wide eyes, feeling the warmth of Rosa's kindness. When Rosa finished the story, Maria smiled and said, "I believe in the magic of the Christmas rose." The next morning, as the sun rose, the storm had passed, and the village was covered in a blanket of fresh snow. Rosa and Maria stepped outside to see the garden. To their amazement, the white roses were blooming brightly, even more beautiful than before. The villagers came out of their homes, and seeing the blooming roses, they felt a renewed sense of hope and joy. The Christmas rose had once again brought magic to the village. Maria was reunited with her family, and everyone gathered to celebrate the miracle. Rosa's heart was full of happiness, knowing that the legend of the Christmas rose would continue to inspire love and kindness in the hearts of everyone. And so, every Christmas, Rosa's village was filled with the joy and beauty of the Christmas rose. It reminded everyone that the best gifts come from the heart, and even the smallest act of kindness can bring great happiness. The story of the Christmas rose was passed down from generation to generation, and the magic of the blooming roses continued to bring light and love to the village. Moral of the story: in the legend of the Christmas rose, we learn that the best gifts come from the heart. It's not about how expensive or fancy a present is, but about the love and kindness behind it. We see how Rosa's simple flower, given with pure love, became the most special gift of all. This story reminds us that showing love and care is what truly matters and makes our gifts precious. Even if we don't have much, we can still give something beautiful and meaningful when we give from our hearts.